Okay, well there you go, 243. There's an effect of AI, right? There's also the bleaker possibility that AI companions and hyper engaging digital life will substitute for human relationships. Okay, guys, no AI girlfriends, all right? The optimistic case is that AI abundance reverses the cost curve. So it's actually going to help housing, childcare, healthcare, education. Okay. And then longevity research, right? People could grow from the other end, people living much longer. That's also interesting, right? AI could help longevity research. So AI doesn't change population in 2 to 3 years, but over 20 to 30 years, the abundance scenario, if it goes in that scenario, is the only thing that reverses fertility and helps the overall growth. Hungary, Korea, Singapore have thrown serious money at it. Yeah, but it's not working in a lot of these countries, right? I mean, they've thrown a lot of money in Korea and it still doesn't work. Would elites want to reduce the population? Here's where I'll push back. Uh, every major power is panicking about decline, not excess, trying to reverse the one-child policy. Japan, Korea, Hungary, France, all running pro-natalist subsidy programs, so on and so forth. AI makes labor unnecessary, so elites no longer need people. Brakes on economics, consumers are where revenue comes from, right? That makes sense. Um, so population stagnation or decline is potentially the future, but as an outcome of individual choices, not because the elites engineered it. So 243, there might be your answer. 243 also says, I wanted to build mine that not neglect all the time. Dang it. I wanted to build a neglect all. Um, sorry, 243. I'm not sure I fully understand your last. Sorry, not neglect, complain. I meant wrong word. Complain? I wanted to build mine that not complain all the time. Sorry, I don't get 243. Sorry, feel free to clarify. But yeah, we kind of forgot in that discussion that our population numbers stink overall, anyways, right? I mean, I know I use Korea a lot as an example, but